Hey there, welcome to week 128 of my renovation here on Iris Street. Well, this week the stairs are finally starting to look like stairs, and as a bonus, I get a little bit of fresh paint on them too. So, without further ado, let's check out week 128. I start week 128 by continuing the construction of the newel post. The newel post is the post at the end of a set of stairs that receives the handrailing. Here, I'm adding the box for the top part of the post. Next, I add the side trim that will go underneath the baluster's receiving plank. With the trim installed, I add the baluster's receiving plank. This is essentially just a 1x6 board with a 1 1/4 inch dado to receive the balusters. On Thursday, I sand the newel post where I added wood filler to fill the nail holes. I also do some spot sanding on the stair skirts and baluster's receiving plank. Friday is all about the handrail. Did I cut it just a smidge short? Maybe. With that mistake repaired, I can install the main anchor bolt for the bottom part of the railing. This is the hardware that will interface with the newel post. A temporary baluster is installed to ensure the railing will be installed at the appropriate height. Next, I have to rip the remainder of the railing so that it can be flat for installation on the ceiling. A miter cut will enable it to join seamlessly with the other railing segment. These strips will be used between the balusters to keep even spacing and to provide support. Alright, well, I've got this railing secured, a couple of these balusters in place just as a test, and so now I'm ready to cut all my balusters, fill in all the little strips, and basically finish these stairs. Now, one of the common problems when laying out stairs is, how do you space the balusters? Well, according to code, there can't be a sphere that's 6 inches in diameter or more that can fit through this. So spacing wise, I'm not going to be 6 inches. I'm going to do 2 balusters per tread. So let's get into a little bit of math. You might think, all right, my stair tread is 11.5 inches. And so with the balusters being roughly 1 1/4 inches, I would have a 4.5 inch section, a 2 1/4, and a 2 1/4. Well, if you did that, that would be wrong because the nose overhangs by 1 inch. And so you need to subtract that off. So really what we have is 10 3/8 inches of workable area minus 1 3/16 inches for each baluster, which leaves us a remaining 8 inches of workable area. That means we'll have a 4 inch space here, 2 inch space here, 2 inch space here, and that way, when I space out my balusters using this template, all the way up we should see that they're even. So let me lay some out. I'll mark my lines on here using a laser guide. And if they measure evenly in between, I'll know I've done it right. So let's give that a shot. Okay guys, well, I've got a couple of stairs done. These noses vary by about 1/8 of an inch. So I'll be happy if they're within 1/8 of an inch of each other going up. So let's check them. Got 4 7/8, 4 7/8, 4 7/8. So these bottom ones are looking good so far. Let me check up here. So up here it looks like about 5 inches, 5 1/8 there, and about 4 15/16. So they're close. Since they're so exact on the bottom, if that trend continues all the way up, I might use my spacers to make sure they're exact on top too. So since things are looking good, I'll continue marking all the way up. On Saturday, I focus on the balusters at the top of the stairs that are all different heights. These will require me to work from the shortest baluster out to the tallest baluster so I don't box myself into a corner. I'm pretty happy with how these stairs are looking. A little sanding and I'll be ready for painting. Before I paint, it's out to brush for Willow's 3rd birthday and Easter Sunday.
She's looking. That's Aunt Susan smile. How old are you, Willow?
Normal smile.
Willow, how old are you?
Very good.
Okay, come here.
Show Mama. 3 years old. Oh my goodness.
I know what it is, but I've never watched it.
That's one of our.
Look at the match!
It's just burning.
Wow.
Don't burn yourself.
Match money.
Happy birthday, dear Willow. Happy birthday to you.
She will.
No, she didn't run away from me.
See what she says.
Oh.
Good job, you got what?
Hey.
The lady.
Says, let's get wild. I'm a pretty.
Are you 3?
You want to open this one?
Show it to Kathy. Sure.
I saw it.
You did?
Amanda usually gets plenty of
Is it stuck in there? After Easter dinner on Sunday, we play outside a bit before I have to head back to Broomfield for the week ahead. Hey guys, let's talk TVs. Since I'll be putting the final paint on the walls tomorrow, and the floors will be going in by this weekend, we need to put the TV up soon, or at least think about how everything's going to be placed and wired. Now, originally I was just going to put up a standard TV. Everything's wired through the walls down to the AV hub here, and I was going to go with the 55-inch TV that I have. I started looking at the TVs out there, and Samsung offers a product called the Frame. I think I'd like to go with one of these. So the idea with the Frame is it is a zero clearance mount TV, which means it goes directly against the wall, and it has different bezels around the edge so it can look like a picture frame. So it's got white, red, black, light wood, dark wood, And these things have an art mode that can display static art. And since they're QLED panels, you won't get burn-in like you would with an OLED screen. And since they're QLED, they're plenty bright enough for regular content watching. So they have a 55-inch and they have a 65-inch. This here is what a 55-inch screen would look like. I know it's not perfectly centered, but I think 60 would be perfect. 65 is going to be a little bit big, but out of curiosity, let's see what that 65 might look like. There you have it. The 65-inch is big. This is a 59.5-inch wall, and the TV would be 57 inches across. So you basically have an inch of clearance on either side. I don't know, I'm gonna sleep on it, but those are basically my two options. If you have an opinion, let me know in the comments and we'll see which one I pick out. Monday is plainly and simply a caulking day. I caulk all the stairs wood in preparation for painting tomorrow. Here's a few more shots of the 55-inch and 65-inch TV mocks. I'm still on the fence, so drop a note in the comments if you have an opinion. With TV stuff out of the way, I can finish the house painting. I'm using Behr's Marquee paint and the color is literally called white. Well, white 52, but it's white. They have 28 different shades of white from cream to Swiss coffee to bit of sugar, but this one was my favorite. It also matches my cabinets almost perfectly. I know it looks like a lot of white, but wait until you see all the finishing wood throughout the house and the black hardware. It's gonna look good. It's late by the time I get done painting, so that's all there is to say for week 128. Thanks for watching, and until next week, happy renovating.